What's up, guys? So I had a really great, I'm still waking up. I had a really great question the other day. Somebody reached out to me and they said, Joe, so happy you're on vacation. You deserve it. You've been working real hard and I'm happy to see that you're having a great time. And as you guys can see, I am back from vacation. They were asking, was I maintaining my caloric intake, the usual caloric intake on vacation? So as you guys know, I track my calories, right? And that's how I've been able to lose the amount of weight that I've been able to lose over the last months. I've been tracking my calories. I usually like to stay within a certain amount of calories every single day. Was I tracking my calories on vacation? Yes, to an extent, right? Now, is it fun to have to track calories on vacation? No. Is it fun to track calories in general? It's not really fun, but it's something that's necessary if you want to lose weight. You want to make sure that your calories are in check. You guys might be able to notice, my face is actually a little bit bloated. Why is my face a little bit bloated? I gained about 8 pounds over vacation. That's not all gonna be, if you guys have watched videos in the past where I've discussed weight loss and how your body works, that's not all fat. That's a lot of bloat. That's a lot of water. That's a lot of me eating carbs, and those carbs turning into glycogen, which is gonna retain water on my frame, on my body. So I have a ton of water right now in my body. What I was doing on vacation though, was I know myself. I personally like to have a nice big meal at the end of a day, rather than, I would prefer that if I had a choice than having a nice big meal at the beginning of the day or a big meal in the, during the day. I would prefer to just end the day with maybe around 5 or 6 o'clock with a nice big meal. That's just me. Everybody's different. I remember back in the day, I used to like a nice big breakfast, right? And I could care less about dinner. But that's changed over time. What I did was, I would start the day off with aminos, right? I would take amino acids. The reason why is because I didn't want any muscle breakdown, right? So I'm trying to avoid muscle breakdown while not eating, while fasting. I started to fast on my vacation, right? So I would take some aminos in the morning and I would push my eating window till later in the day. I would wake up at 6 a.m. I would take my aminos. I would go and do my workout on the Handy Gym, right? Time I finish, I take a shower and all that, I'm done. Maybe it's about 10 o'clock. That is when I would start eating. So I would take more aminos, right? And then I would have apples, some kind of fruit. Apples, oranges, something that's gonna have some fiber in it to help me get full, right? But something that's also gonna have very little calories. Fruit has very little calories. It's also gonna give you sugar, which is gonna give you energy, right? So you're gonna be able to have some energy from the food that you're eating, while also not eating a lot of calories. And then you have the aminos, which are going to prevent muscle breakdown. So technically, you're getting the protein that you need without the calories associated with it, okay? Because another option would have been a protein shake, take a protein shake, but now you're looking at maybe another 200 calories, and so my calorie allotment would have steadily gone up throughout the day, more than it would have if I just took the aminos, right? So anyway, what I like to do, like I said, was I like to have a meal at the end of the day. So I'd fast a little bit in the morning. I would eat light throughout the day, very light. I would have the aminos to prevent muscle breakdown. And then at the end of the day, I would eat whatever food I wanted, right? So up until the last meal of the day, I was tracking calories up until that last meal. Why did I not track the calories in the last meal? Well, number one, I'm on vacation, so I don't want to track my nice big meal, right? But even if I wanted to, I couldn't. Why couldn't I? Because I'm eating out. I'm at restaurants, guys. I'm at restaurants. I don't know how much oil they're cooking with. I don't know what they're doing behind the scenes. How do I know how many calories is in a slice of vegan cheesecake? So at the end of the day, I was, to an extent, tracking my calories on vacation. That doesn't make me sad though. When you see the changes that I've seen in the last 7 months, 8 months, when you see those changes, you want to continue doing what you're doing because you're seeing the benefit. Exercise, tracking calories, all that stuff, it's all beneficial. It's all stuff that you should want to do, things that you should desire to do. You shouldn't be like, oh, I gotta track calories, oh, I gotta exercise. No, guys, it's a lifestyle that you choose to do. Now, if you don't like doing that stuff, well, you don't have to do it, number one. Nobody's forcing you. And number two, maybe you can find a different way. People have different ways of doing things, guys. Some people don't like to track calories, right? So what do they do instead? Some people will simply just eat a certain portion size, like physical size. There's many different ways you can do it. Me, I like tracking calories. I like exercising. This is the stuff that I enjoy. Yes, to answer that question, I did track calories to an extent. I did alter the way I eat in order to be able to enjoy my food at the end of the day, the meal that I truly love, enjoy it as much as possible without going completely overboard. Say, for example, I didn't want to fast in the morning and I was like, I'm on vacation. I'm gonna have whatever I want whenever I want. Guys, I wouldn't have gained 8 pounds. I would have gained about like 20. I'd be eating a huge breakfast in the morning. I'd be eating a huge lunch in the afternoon. And I'd be eating a huge, huge dinner at the end of the day, because dinner is my favorite, right? So that wouldn't have been beneficial to me. I'd be miserable. I'd be coming home from vacation like, man, this wasn't worth it. It's just easier to do it the way I did it. And you want to be responsible. You don't want to go ahead and put yourself in a position that you're gonna regret what you've done. Health is important. Is it healthy to be eating a ton of calories throughout the day, even if you're on vacation? No, it's not. So why would you want to put your health off to the side just because you're on vacation? I wanted to try to maintain and not gain too much weight over vacation. Honestly, guys, I mean, I like tracking what I eat. I like being as fit as possible. I mean, I don't look at it as something that I don't want to do. Whether I'm on vacation or not, I want to be happy and healthy. What makes me happy and healthy? Diet and exercise. That makes me happy. Why would I not want to be happy? Why would I not want to do the things that make me feel good? So whether I'm on vacation or not, I want to be doing these things, okay? So now that I'm back from vacation, I don't have to deal with a ton of weight that I regret having gained. Man, I miss Hawaii. Now that I'm back from vacation, I don't have to deal with a ton of weight that I've gained over the vacation and have to be like, oh, well, now I got to diet down again. No, I only gained about 8 pounds. I'd say like 6 of those pounds are water, right? So I just have to work them off. I mean, I'm looking at the camera right now and I can physically see in my face, it's puffy. I don't like that. So I feel better when I'm more lean. I would not be happy if I just went and threw all my, caution to the wind and just ate whatever I wanted on vacation and went crazy. I wouldn't be happy. At the time, maybe you're getting some temporary fulfillment, some temporary joy, but guys, it's fleeting. It goes like this. By the time that food enters your mouth and gets into your stomach, that joy is over. It's really not worth it at the end of the day. It's not, in my opinion, it's not worth it. The next thing I wanted to talk about was bodybuilding. There's a lot of people who will take breaks from bodybuilding when they're on vacation. They'll take breaks from exercise. They won't run. They won't look for gyms. Is there anything wrong with that? No, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't take breaks though, guys. I don't take rest days. You guys know I train every single day, and I've been doing that since the beginning of my journey. That's something that I enjoy. It's not work to me, so I want to do it. Don't pity me for exercising on vacation. Why would I ever want to put a hold on something that I love doing? I am super grateful to be able to have the Handy Gym, to be able to work out, bodybuild on the go. I mean, I have no excuse. I have zero excuse. If I didn't have the Handy Gym, I would have left my Tonal at home. I would have been super depressed on vacation. The hotel I stayed at, I would have had to find a different hotel, one that actually had a gym. And when we were looking for hotels, it was actually really hard to be able to find a hotel that had a decent gym. So we ended up just not even looking for one at the end of the day. It also would have cost more because hotels that have gyms usually cost more. So, and even when you find a gym, they're hard. Most of the time, hotel gyms are horrible. So I was super happy to be able to have the Handy Gym, have the privilege of bodybuilding on the go. And if you guys follow the channel, you guys saw all of the awesome videos that I was able to compile while on vacation, doing the exercises that I was doing. It was fantastic. Why would you want to bodybuild? Why would you want to track calories? Why would you want to still maintain some form of your normal routine while on vacation? Guys, I love routines. I love routines. I'll be honest with you. I was over in Hawaii, but I was missing my routine. I was missing it. I was missing being able to walk my normal 15,000 steps a day. Because, you know, you're on vacation, you're not really doing too much, right? Your walking is cut down because you're out eating at restaurants. Your walking is cut down because you're at the beach. You know, you're not doing as much physical activity. You know, my wife is a lot less physically active than me. So, you know, when I'm doing stuff with her, I'm not doing the exercising or the movement that I typically like to do to the extent that I like to do it. So a lot of that stuff was cut back, and I was like, man, I'm having a great time, but I miss my routine. I miss knowing what I'm gonna eat for dinner. I miss knowing what those calories are. I miss knowing that I'm gonna get 20,000 steps today. I missed all that stuff. And because I was on vacation, and because that routine went out the window, for, you know, to an extent, it went out the window, now I got 8 more pounds on my belt. You know what I'm saying? So routines are important, guys. Super important. Routines are gonna be able to help you stick to a very easy, seamless lifestyle that's going to help you be able to lose weight, keep it off, and do it with relative ease. If you guys follow the channel and you guys are aware of the weight loss mini series that I have on the channel, I discuss within that series, within that playlist, there's a couple of videos where I actually discuss the importance of routines. Guys, a lot of people, like my wife for example, she doesn't like routines. She gets bored very easy. She can't eat pizza 2 days in a row, 3 days in a row. Me on the other hand, I can eat the same thing all the time. And I don't pity myself for it. I love it. Why do I love it? It makes it easy. If I know that I'm eating the same 400 calorie meal every single day, you know, 2 or 3 times a day, I have the same routine, I already know what my calories are. I don't have to worry about the crazy tracking. The food that I eat tastes great. I know what the calories are. There's no surprise. You're not like, oh man, I don't know what I'm gonna do. What am I gonna eat? Where am I? You know, I have enough calories left for today. Do this, do that. There's none of that because you already know. I've discussed in that series how important it is to create a routine, and that routines are actually your friend. They really are, guys. When you know what you're gonna be eating, where you're gonna be eating it, what you're gonna be doing, your whole life changes. Routines are good to an extent. So anyway, I hope that answers the question. I hope that helps. I think it was a great question. Absolutely fantastic question. Creating an active lifestyle, guys, is what's gonna make the difference between you getting to the goal that you want and being able to keep it, as opposed to getting to the goal that you want and then maybe in a couple of months that whole goal, now that you're finished, now that you hit your goal, it goes out the window. Creating a lifestyle where you're always active is what's gonna help you to be successful for the long term. When I was on vacation, you might be thinking, oh, Joe's in Hawaii, you know, he's on the beach, he's doing this, he's doing that. Guys, When I was sitting on the beach, I was thinking I'm not getting exercise. When I was on the plane, I'm thinking, man, this is taking up time from my bodybuilding. That's the way my mind works. Don't get me wrong, it's not to like an obsessive point. I know that there's times where it's like, you're not gonna be working out, you're not gonna be doing this, you're not gonna be doing that. You gotta be balanced. But you want to get into that mode. You wanna get into that mindset where it's like, I want to be active. And if I'm not active, there's a problem. That's the mentality that I have. Now, maybe you guys don't want that, that's up to you. But that's the mentality that I've been able to cultivate over all these months. Where back in the day, like 7 months ago, my mentality was more along the lines of, oh, I walked 4 blocks, now I'm gonna go sit down on my couch, I need a break. I don't sit down on the couch, guys. If I'm on the couch, there's something wrong, like I hurt my back. I am up from like 5 a.m. every day, all the way to like 9 p.m. at night, and I'm moving for, I would say, 95% of that time. The only time I'm not moving is when I'm eating, or if I have to do some kind of like, maybe I'm at work, I have to do paperwork, something like that. There's no excuse at the end of the day. I'm on the younger side of old, right? I'm on the younger side of old. I'm blessed to have a body that works most of the time. Use it. Use it if you have it. And if you don't use it, you're gonna lose it. At the end of the day, that's what's gonna happen. Just because you're on vacation doesn't mean you have to take a vacation from your healthy lifestyle. Just because you're on vacation doesn't mean you have to take a vacation from trying to stick to a routine that is beneficial to you. Keep that in mind, and I hope this video is helpful. Forgot to mention, you guys, I should be getting Tonal uninstalled very soon. It has been eventful, to put it lightly, and it's barely even started. And believe me when I tell you, it hasn't been good events. It hasn't been a good kind of eventful. So far, it's been a nightmare. Let me put it like that. It's been a nightmare, but I'm not gonna get into it right now too much, because I'm gonna save that for a separate video down the road where I can give you guys all the details that you're gonna need to know. Everything that I had to go through, I'm gonna be laying it out in a video, and I'm gonna be letting you guys know what I had to experience, what I've been through so far. I'm taking my notes, and we're gonna be putting it into a video so you guys know what to expect in terms of when you need to go ahead and get your Tonal moved. Let me put it like this. It has not been fun. That's all I'll say so far. And I'm not even close to having it moved yet. So, hasn't been fun. It's been a small nightmare so far. And we'll catch up with that in another video. Talk soon, guys. Be safe.